I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane.
I just want to stop it there for a second and just remind people what she's talking about as the event of the century is her husband's funeral. You know, when you're talking to somebody over the phone and you can tell they're smiling? It's the same thing here. You can tell she's smiling as she's talking.
100%, yes.
Welcome back to the show. I've got a special guest with us, Stu Peters. He's a media personality, host of the Stu Peters Show, a program that discusses political and cultural issues, predominantly from a traditionally right-wing perspective. He previously worked as a rapper and bounty hunter before launching his podcast in 2020, which focuses on skepticism towards government institutions, public health policies, and global events. Welcome to the show, Stu Peters. Hey, Stu, how are you?
Thanks a lot. I'm really excited to be here, actually. Where'd you get that bio from?
I don't know. Is that an old bio or is that not a good one?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's fine. I mean, all of it is true. I kind of miss bounty hunting, but, looking at Minneapolis right now, can you imagine?
No. I wanted to bring you on because you had a whistleblower from inside TPUSA on your show last night, who I also talked to. But first, I wanted to run, because you're... A lot of people I'm talking to, like I was talking with Jake, who was the guy yesterday?
Shields.
Jake Shields yesterday, and he said, I'm not really looking into TPUSA. And so there's not a lot of people doing this. You're one of them. And so I wanted to bring you on, to talk about what your whistleblower guest revealed last night. But first, Candace Owens revealed this, and I wanted to get your take on it. When Erika Kirk took over as CEO, now no longer a traditional Christian wife. She's not she's now leaving her family, her fatherless children, to go run a huge corporation with over $250 million in assets just since September. So when she left to take over CEO and be a full-time CEO of a big company outside of her house, she had a phone call with everybody at TPUSA, and it got recorded and it got leaked. And I just want to play this for you and then get your reaction, because my reaction was stunned. But let's play it.
I do want to remind you that Charlie has not been dead for 2 weeks. That's where you have to go back to. Not even 2 weeks after Charlie was publicly assassinated. The obvious point of this call to set this up is to introduce Erika. She's a new leader. Not even introducing, she's just heading up this call, but obviously she's going to be at the helm of this, so they're getting to know her. So let's take a listen.
Hi, everybody. I still love all these emoji Zoom things. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane. We had...
Now, I know people get upset when I stop and start videos, but I just want to stop it there for a second and just remind people what she's talking about as the event of the century is her husband's funeral.
Oh, okay. I thought that she was talking about what got him there.
No. She's right. That
might have been another event that she had a part in planning. The event of the century.
The event, I would say his assassination so far would be...
so far listening to that, does that sound like a woman who just lost her husband in an unexpected and shocking way in a prolific assassination? Does that sound like the voice of a woman? I mean, I would hope that somebody who loves me, my mom or my kid's mom or whatever, would be like in the fetal position at least for 20 minutes. And, be shocked. But this woman is excited about everything. She's everywhere I see her, she's just really excited.
And she's very excited on this call. So let's go back to this call. Now just remember, she's referring to her husband's memorial funeral as the event of the century. And she's, it's like, when you're talking to somebody over the phone and you can tell they're smiling? It's the same thing here. You can tell she's smiling as she's talking.
100%, yes.
But here she is. Let's get back to this. So now she just said it was the event of the century, her husband's funeral, and she's thanking everybody.
Over 275,000 people that attended, and the stadium overflow Westgate insane, you guys. And then
it's just insane. We did it. She sounds like a high school prom chairwoman.
And you know how they know that they had 275,000 people there? Because immediately after that, Andrew Colvett was super excited about all of the people that Lori Francevy, Erika's mom, was able to geofence. He came right out and said that. Yeah, well, we know how many people were there because we geofenced all of them. And for those people who don't know what geofencing is, it's spying. So they know that your device is in a certain area, a TPUSA connected event like this memorial, a TPUSA connected church like the Calvary Chapel. And if you go to these places, they get your data, they get your phone number, your IP, your email address, they get all of that. And pretty soon you're getting fundraising text messages and you're getting, pro-Israel Zionist propaganda just pummeled in front of you all day long. So they were spying on these people. It's just unbelievable.
Okay, let's keep going.
Was it 100 million? We had thousands that were registered to vote. I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to the events team, the development team, the graphic design team, the production team.
She's talking about it like they just put on a Christmas spectacular with Bob Hope or something. And
well, they did. I mean, you saw the fireworks, the pyrotechnics. Can you imagine what the sparklers bill was for that?
I can't even. Just the bill for the glitter on her pantsuit alone would bankrupt
she's making
me.
WWE entrances like she's Linda McMahon. About to give somebody the smackdown with the fake tears and everything. You remember seeing that, right? She was at the bottom of the stairway. And she was coming up the stairs to the front, to the stage, and she was putting fake tears in her eyes.
Well, this
is somebody who we are told just lost her husband in a shocking way.
Well, that's definitely the speculation that she was putting menthol in her eyes that would make her eyes tear up right before she went on. That's the speculation. Nobody can verify that for sure, but that's what a lot of people have said. That is exactly what that looked like. So yeah, here we go.
Just phenomenal.
Oh, by the way, she's talking about it's phenomenal. His funeral was phenomenal, and it's phenomenal that they raised $250,000 off of merch or $200,000 off of merch sales, meaning memorial T-shirts for Charlie. That kind of
freedom shirt. It also probably means if you stop to get your picture taken, at AmFest. Well, we know what they did there. They brought the murder scene to America Fest,
right?
Which she would have had to have approved, right? I mean, she's the CEO.
So she is thanking everybody for what a great success, financial success that TPUSA is experiencing right now after Charlie's death.
Incredible work leading into the memorial. And honestly, a lot of the staff that worked on the memorial, they had 20-hour days for a week during the time of us grieving the loss of my husband. And honestly, I know several staff that didn't even sleep. Again, you guys are breathing angels. I don't care if any of you.
So I really, the
death of her husband was kind of a short, kind of glossed over, wasn't it?
Very, very much. And those a lot of those employees that she's thanking from the bottom of her heart for working 80-hour weeks up until the memorial, they just went and fired 40 of them.
Yep, they're gone. 40 of them are gone.
They did
now they're holding up big signs at all the TPUSA events. We're hiring. We're hiring right now.
So they fired them without explanation. They did like an ambush firing. They would bring people into the office and they would have their general counsel just fire them and not give them a reason at all. People who just got done. This is the people that Erika refers to as her TPUSA family, and that's how they treated them. Just to let you know, when she says that, thank everybody working so hard, production, everybody working 80-hour week, and then they fired them. Just to let you know. Okay.
Have beef with each other from the past.
And now she's telling people, let me back it up.
Breathing angels. I don't care if any of you have beef with each other from the past or have any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. And it puts life into perspective of how short life is and relationships.
It is the general tone.
So I just want to say, so she's telling people, my husband, so she's positioning herself again. I'm the victim. My husband's dead. I'm the victim. So that means that anybody who works at TPUSA, which I understand they have like 600 employees, that anybody who works there, if you have a disagreement with a coworker about anything, get over it, because my husband died. So you can't have normal human emotions. You can't have a normal human disagreements with people.
This woman has never had a normal human emotion in her life, not since I've known who she was. Me too. I would have to concur. So here's how Candace, this is her reaction to what we just listened to.
Relationships.
It is the general tone that is off-putting. It's the laughter that is off-putting. It's, again, we are not even 2 weeks after watching your husband be assassinated. We're talking about numbers and metrics that have been hit. And my husband's dead, not to be morbid. That is a sentence that and this was not my husband, and I had no sort of the type of relationship that she had with him, that I was able to utter. Least of all, I mean, that's moving pretty quickly to the acceptance phase. Now, we know everybody grieves differently. In my imagination, I just thought she would be more upset. I do want to remind you that Charlie has not been dead for 2 weeks. That's where we have to go back to.
Okay, so I want to play that for people one more time without stopping it. It's not long, so I want to do this.
Hi, everybody. I still love all these emoji Zoom things. Wow.
It is funny.
I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like, it's just insane. We had over 275,000 people that attended, and the stadium, overflow, Westgate, insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? We had thousands that were registered to vote. I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that, because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to the events team, the development team, the graphic design team, the production team. It's just phenomenal. Their incredible work leading into the memorial. And honestly, a lot of the staff that worked on the memorial, they had 20-hour days for a week during the time of us grieving the loss of my husband. And honestly, I know several staff that didn't even sleep. Again, you guys are
breathing angels.
Breathing angels. I don't care if any of you have beef with each other from the past, or have any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. And it puts life into perspective of how short life is and relationships.
So there it is. That's the whole, and that, when I first heard that, my reaction was like that. Like, for a couple of minutes, I was like, oh my God,
and the time frame is important.
The time frame is it's like 11 days after his assassination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Did you see that I posted a video, or during the interview with my whistleblower yesterday, that I shared a video of her before AmFest backstage preparing for AmFest?
We're gonna play that next. So yeah, well, hold on to that. So I just want to say that a common tactic that the people like Erika and TPUSA have been using to discredit people like Candace or anybody who's looking into this at all. If you look into the assassination of Charlie Kirk, what they do is what they say is that you're just doing this for clicks. Look at all the money she's making. They tried to pretend like it's Candace Owens who's the one who's capitalizing off of Charlie's death, when she's just doing her normal show like she always has, and she's getting the same amount of views as she always has. And now, of course, that's called projection. Carl Jung teaches us that's projection. They're the ones who are actually rolling in the dough after Charlie's death, capitalizing off of his death. And you heard her, that's what she's talking about right now. about all the cash that they made off of his death. Isn't that what's happening right there? The same thing she's accused Candace Owens of?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been hundreds of millions of dollars, because let's not forget about the donor class that Charlie Kirk was trying to distance himself from in the days, weeks, and months leading up to his death. So, I mean, there are hundreds of millions of dollars that have been promised to this organization as long as they toe the line, and they're happy to do that. I mean, this has become absolutely a postmortem humiliation ritual as they try to recreate the person that Charlie was while he was alive. The whole week on the Fox News channel and the Shabbat Shalom, Daddy's home, throw the phone poem that she recited like she was Tupac. It's just like, you know, when you say normal human emotions, this is a woman who, as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people said that it was crass, that it was low crass, it was disrespectful, I shouldn't do it. But immediately, Jimmy, immediately when she opened her mouth, actually, she didn't even have to. I was driving down the road, and I don't know if it was the day after, but it was within 48 hours of Charlie being shockingly taken from all of us. Billions of people on the internet have watched this. And it was within a matter of 48 hours, I get a text message from Turning Point signed by Erika Kirk asking for donations. And at that point, for me, it was gloves off. At that point, it was like, okay, I see what this is. And then it was the Freedom shirts, and then it was the sparklers, and it was the fake tears, and it was the week on Fox News, and it was every camera that she could get in front of, and everything is scripted and fake. And for her entire life, every time you dig a little bit deeper, you find some other strange anomaly. And when you're talking about people that are saying, oh, well, you know, Candace is just doing this for clicks, the other argument that I always get is, why can't you just leave this woman alone? Why can't you just let her grieve? Everybody grieves differently. Everybody's heard that. It's a big joke now. It's a meme. But this woman, everything about her, I just don't know how anybody could spend 5 minutes keystroking on the internet and look into her and not say, well, this is just absolutely bizarre. And this woman has completely fabricated her entire childhood, her entire career. She's scrubbed the internet of entire relationships, including a whole engagement. She's lied about the most trivial things when she could have just told us the truth about being on Fort Huachuca, when she could have told us the truth about dating or drinking, just little things. And if you're willing to lie about those things, you're willing to lie about the big things. And it turns out she is. So I agree. I mean, that whole phone call, it doesn't surprise me though, because I've spent a lot of time kind of getting to know the person that Erika Kirk is. And when I heard that from Candace, it didn't shock me. I wasn't surprised. It's shocking. It's shocking to hear a person actually doing that, and to know that there are beings among us that can actually put their emotions aside or just not have them, and to carry on like this is a big celebration. But I mean, I'm just here to tell you, it doesn't surprise me, because my theory or my take is that I am not convinced that Erika Kirk did not have foreknowledge at this point of what was going to happen on September 10th. That's where I'm at.
Well,
I don't know if that's a Rubicon that a lot of people don't want to cross, but from where I sit, this looks like a woman who had foreknowledge.
Well, Baron Coleman also has come to that conclusion, who's done a lot of deep dives, as you have, on this subject. And he had concluded that he thinks she had foreknowledge of his assassination. So that's him.
At minimum.
That you, and it certainly looks that way. All right, be honest. Have you noticed yourself moving slower, avoiding stairs, feeling stiff in the morning? If so, pay attention. The truth is, mobility doesn't just vanish overnight. It's a slow decline. And before you know it, you're the guy making weird noises every time you get up off the couch. But by the time you pay those grunts enough attention, it can feel too late. But it doesn't have to be. That's where Juvent comes in. This isn't some gimmick or magic pill. It's a clinically proven device that uses safe, low-impact micro vibrations to strengthen your bones, improve your circulation, and keep your joints working the way they're supposed to. Notice I said micro vibration. This is nothing like those other shake plates on the market, which, by the way, can be extremely dangerous. I stand on my Juvent for 20 minutes a day, and it's made a noticeable difference in how I feel. It's like giving your body a tune-up before it completely breaks down. athletes, doctors, even NASA uses the thing, and it's good enough for the astronauts. It's good enough for me. With a 10-year limited warranty, financing options, and the ability to use FSA funds, it's never been easier. So don't wait until your knees sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Get a Juvent today. I got one. Go to juvent.com/door and start moving like you're supposed to. That's JUVENT.com/door. The code is DORE, DORE, for $300 off at your checkout. Your joints will thank you. Trust me. Hey, come see me live on tour February 20th in Lansing, Michigan, February 21st in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.